Hey everybody, it's Matthew from MiniWargaming.com, and the reason I'm putting this video together is because we're doing a huge sale to get rid of all our used Warhammer inventory. So we're throwing everything we have up on eBay, and it's all going to start at 99 cents with no reserves, which basically means in eBay terms that whatever it sells for, it sells for. There's no minimum price that we have to meet in order for it to be sold. And we'll ship anywhere worldwide. It's simple, $12 to Canada, $15 to the States, and $20 anywhere else, and we combine shipping. So no matter how many auctions you win, that's the price that you pay. You only pay it once. And the only other thing is you have to pay taxes if you're from Canada, GST, and PST if you're from Ontario. So let's take a look at everything that we're going to be selling. There's probably going to be about 20 different auctions here. We've got Imperial Guard stuff, we've got Forge World stuff, like a Necron Pylon and a big Forge World Baneblade and a Hydra Flak tank. I'm going to show you it all right here, and then there's a link that you can click on in the description to my right, which would be, or actually to my left, which would be to your right. And just click on the link there to see all the different items, and you can bid for as many as you want or as few as you want and help to bolster your army. Some of these are painted, some of them aren't, some of them need repairing, some of them don't, and there's just lots of fun stuff. So go ahead and watch this whole video if you want to learn all the different things that we have for sale, or just click on the link right there to your right to see exactly what we have. So let's go. So these shelves are just a few of the things that we have for sale. For example, right here we have a nice Space Marine army. These are really well painted. There's just some minor repairs that need done, like this guy's arm just needs to be re-glued, but actually I think that's about it. We have this Dark Angels Marine, or Veteran Space Marine, or whatever you call that, and then we have a Land Speeder, we've got a Predator and a Rhino, we've got tons of troops. So if you're looking to bolster your troops, and now especially with 5th edition, because only troops can take and hold objectives, then this is a great way to do it. And they're really well painted. We also have some others over here that aren't assembled. I think they're heavy weapon squads. And then this dude right here. And then we have a nice big Necron army. Lots of destroyers, scarab swarms, a really cool painted Necron Lord, and some warriors. We've got this Tau army up here, a couple of tanks, and we got Vespids, and lots of troops, lots of Pathfinders and regular warriors, and a couple battle suits. We have these orcs over here, along with some Chaos warriors. I'm going through this quickly because there's a lot. We got Tyranid over here, the Broodlord and some Gene Stealers. Got a Balrog. We've got some dwarves up here for Lord of the Rings. Some of them are extremely well painted, and those that aren't well painted just aren't painted at all. So the ones that are painted to a very good standard for the people that we acquired them from. And even some Eldar down here, along with whatever that is, a battle suit or something. And some more orcs over here, some of the old edition, including an old edition orc with a shock attack gun. Now, if you're watching this video as soon as it gets posted, then probably the only thing that I just told you right now that's up are these Space Marines, because there's even more stuff outside. I'm going to be posting the rest of these hopefully today on Monday and tomorrow on Tuesday as well. There's actually a lot of posting for me to do. We took a lot of pictures, so it's taken me a while to get them all up. So let's go take a look at some other stuff. And I believe that pretty much all the stuff that I'm about to show you is already posted. This is the coolest. It's a Hydra Flak tank, so it's an anti-aircraft tank from Forge World. You can see it's on a Rhino chassis, and then this detaches, and it rotates as well. You don't want to glue that down because it's just so cool that it can rotate and shoot at vehicles above or aircraft. So it's really good for an apocalypse army that you're building. But go along with that, we have this nice big Forge World Baneblade. Now this is different than the Baneblade you get from Games Workshop. It's got a different style to it, and they didn't attach most of the turrets, so they can come off and you can interchange them if you wanted to. Even the main body comes out. Not quite sure why they did that, but it's actually really solid, the heavy resin of Forge World. And so this is a really neat looking tank. It just needs to be cleaned up and painted, basically. It's in good condition and everything. We have a winged Hive Tyrant, painted to a very high standard. Very good paint job. We've got these Chaos tanks that are also painted to a good standard, and then some random Nurgle guys beside them that we're just throwing in just because we happen to have them. And then we have this piece. There's already a lot of people interested in this one, our Necron Pylon. This is a Forge World model again, and it's just an awesome thing that you can use in an apocalypse game. You can shoot and just kill tons of things, but it's just a lot of fun to bring into a Necron army. We've got these 5 Imperial Guard Sentinels, and they just need a little bit of gluing together and then painting, except for this one. It's already painted pretty well, actually. Got some Lord of the Rings miscellaneous stuff still on the sprues, some Gondor and some Orc Warriors as well. We've got a nice Skaven army over here, Warhammer Fantasy Skaven army, the Screaming Bell, and some big dudes, whatever they're called. We've got lots of warriors, and then we got like special units like gunners and priests. I'm really not too familiar with the Skaven army, so I'm not sure what everything is. And then we got the shields still need to be attached to a lot of these, so a bit of work still to put these ones together. But it's a nice big army, mostly old edition things, so the classic Skaven. So that's a good way to build up a nice unique Skaven army. We've got some Empire Pistoliers, or Pistoliers, or whatever you want to call them. Got 5 sprues of them. 3 sprues are missing 1, but then we have them right here. So there's 5 sprues minus 1 guy. We have all the bases right here. And then if you're into Epic, we got a bunch of Epic figures here. Some of them are Space Marine, some of them are Eldar, and the rest I'm not quite sure what they are because I'm not very familiar with Epic either. But those are up for sale. And then here we've got some really well painted Space Marine bikes. There's an attack bike there. And then some really well painted Space Marine scouts. So let's see, is there anything else? I think that's all the stuff. So I had to go through it really quickly. So as you can see, there's a whole table full. Oh wait, I forgot. We have a Sisters army. This is a Witch Hunter's army. Got some really well painted immolators. This one of them comes apart. I'm trying to remember which one it is. Oh, it's this one. This comes off, and then they have a different, so you have a couple options for it. And then you have the Exorcist, which is a big heavy tank. This is a very specialist army. Everything you see here is metal except for the gray parts of the tanks. But these tanks, when they're converted, they add metal pieces onto them. So we have all sorts of Sisters units in here. Some of them not painted, but the ones that are actually really well painted. So you'll see some really good pictures of these on their auction. So we have all sorts of them. And then we have a couple of the leaders. As you can see, they're quite well painted. And Celestine the Saint, she's not painted yet, but she's ready to be painted. So if you're looking to do a Witch Hunters, and there's even a codex we'll throw in with this one. If you're looking to do a Witch Hunters army, this is a great way to, for a good price, because these are expensive to collect because everything is metal. And as you know, metal miniatures just went up in cost. So if you're looking to build a Witch Hunters army, this is a perfect way. We got a really good variety of units for the Sisters army for you to build your army that way. Okay, I think that's everything. So go ahead and click on the link in the description to your right, and happy bidding. And ask any questions you have in the comments, or you can send it to our eBay profile as well.